Hello everyone, welcome to the Great White North. Um, I was doing some digging to try and clear out this area a little more to try and help it the pacing a little better. And I was dumping everything in here like I intended to set this up, but I still need some time to be able to dig out this to be able to make the full-size factory. And in the interim, what I was thinking is that I'd like to be able to move the materials that I'm picking up here over to there without actually having to cart things all the way over there. So what I was thinking is I ended up doing all of this off camera. And I've got a pathway to here to be able to take vehicles from here all the way up to here to be able to dump stuff here. Ideally, it would be the dump truck that I would end up doing that with. I'd originally intended it for the loader, but what I was thinking is that instead of it's going to take time for me to dig this out, which I'm going to need this to be able to make it easier to do, and rather than like carting the dump truck all the way over to here, it would be nice to fill this up and then be able to fill the dump truck up from this to take it over there. But then I was thinking there is a way that I can do that without having to have a full factory built in. And what I was thinking is setting up conveyors, lifting it up, and then having it dump back into here in a loop. And then having it be like a dirt shower. And then I can fill it up with the loader as I'm digging and just fill this up. Now it's going to cause a little bit of issue trying to dig this out, but if I end up making a path around this from here, that should alleviate that. But what I'm thinking is I fill the loader, I dig with the loader, dump it in here. I come along with the dump truck, pass under here, the shower fills it up, I go over there, and I just keep coming back and forth the cart stuff. At least that's the plan. Hopefully I have enough money saved up to be able to do that. And I have enough materials around to be able to do that as well. But we will see. So most of what this is going to end up relying on is just conveyor stuffs. So, and that's this. So these elevators, so I'm going to need at least 4. How do these work? So I guess they go from one direction to the next, right? So I'm gonna have to loop around. let's do this first. So that should come in there and get lifted up to here. Right? I can put these back in here. Like that. Now this would be enough to clear it without any issues, I think. So like this. I pull up here. And it just needs to fill up. Okay. This should work. Now I need to be able to have it go up one more and then twist around. And that's gonna need... I think I've got some... Move these over to here for now. These are pipes. That's straight. So yeah, this is... So if I... So I'm gonna need lefts. So I don't need a right. I need... One, two, three, four. I'm probably gonna need some... straight small ones. I'll get a few of those. And I'll get four more of those. I'm also going to need some chutes of these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this is going to take up a lot of space, though. That's the thing. So then we do that. And then that goes around like that. I wish there was a way to take that and then, like, if there was a way to do this and then have it come back out in behind. But I don't think there is anything here that can do that. Is there? No, I'm gonna have to rely on it just looping back on itself. But I wonder if... I wonder if instead of looping that way, I do this instead. So I'll move this over to here. And I'll get a couple more rights. Oh, actually... Because what I'm thinking is, if I do that... a straight, and then another right. Probably would have been easier just to actually make the whole factory with all of this, but I just had this idea in my head that this would work. So this is, so I need 2, 4, 6, 8 meters. So I need some 8-meter ones. 8 meters straight. Oh, I don't. Yeah, that's gonna be a lot. Like that, and then like that. In theory. Mind you, do I need to capture all 4 outlets? So let's say that instead of doing it this way, I've got some space underneath here, right? Well, I guess I don't have much room here. I have to get the excavator in here to dig some more of this stuff out. Mergers. Oh, I don't have any cash. I'll sell these pipes, see if I can get some cash from that. I should only need a couple of mergers. I only have enough for 1. Okay, well, let's start with 1 and then see how it goes from there. I don't need a shovel for now, so let's do that instead. No, I don't. If I had this dug out better, I might have a little more space, but I don't. Let's go with my original plan and let's figure this out. So that's gonna go there. Go left here. Another elevator there. Then we go right, right. 2-meter. Another right. Eight. Shoot. No, I don't like it there. I'm gonna put it 1 more out. So another 2 and then a shoot. So then, yeah, that should be spaced better. Okay, so next is 4. No, we'll go 2. Then left. Oh, but that's gonna be in the way, isn't it? Oh, unless I use the mergers here. That's possible. So what if... So instead of that... That's the one thing is, like, because there's no structural integrity or anything on this, is they kind of just hang in the air. But, I mean, it's a digging game. It's not a manufacturing game. So, okay. So, what my thinking is, I will do this. Right. No. Merger. Oh, no, that won't work either. So, right. Right. No, let's skip the merger idea. So, that's gonna be there. That's gonna be there. Right. Four. Two. Straight, straight. No, that's not gonna work. Okay, so. So, four. Here. And you know what? I don't have enough to buy a 6-meter one, so I'm just gonna use a 2 and a 4 there, and then 8, 8, and there's some sheets. And what I'm gonna do for now is I'm gonna nope, wrong button. There we go. I am going to close this up for now. Like that. And what am I gonna do? I have to power this somehow. Uh, oh, maybe this way. So I'm gonna put these blocks back in. This is I keep having to remind myself this is a temporary setup. And then I'm not planning on having this be here the entire time. theoretically, both of these are connected to the same hopper. So if I replace this and power this, power should go through, back through there, and then allow both of these to power, right? In theory. I have any money that I can gain. But I need just a little bit of money. Oh, these guys are going. Ooh. I did not realize that that was there. Okay, well. Oh yeah, that's a decent amount. Maybe I can continue doing the rest of this. For now, though, what I am going to do is I am going to put some power on this. I don't need it to be super amazing, so I don't need to have like a 10 times speed on this. Just a 1 times speed is gonna be fine. I am going to need... Actually, I don't know what I need, so I'm gonna put this on here for now. And then... I can daisy chain from that, right? So theoretically, if I do that there, oh, there's not enough. How much do I need? I need 866 kilowatts. And what is this? $300. Okay. Well, yeah, that's definitely not enough. What can I do? And I'm gonna need like 800 kilowatts, so I'm gonna need a really... Do the lights allow for... So this doesn't actually... Yeah, I don't know whether this is gonna work or not, but I don't know if the daisy chaining it will duplicate this power transmission or not. But at the very least, I need it. I either need to do one of these and replace the yeah, let's do that. I'm just gonna do this, and I'm gonna replace the... I'll replace the solar panel with that. and then just sell the solar panel. Might do something else later, but for now, let's just see if this works. It does! Awesome! So, you can basically turn these lights into, because one of the issues with power generation is that you need to split things up. This number here, the 14 kilowatts, or the 1400 kilowatts, that is how many kilowatts that it will allow through this safely. If you exceed that through that, they explode and they become useless. So you got to really watch how much you put through. So let's say that you ended up just doing a 600 kilowatt one, and I ended up putting the 800 kilowatts that was supposed to go through for this machine. They would all explode. However, it looks like lights don't care. The lights don't actually care how much is going through. Oh, and it's working. Look. It's full. It is over full. And it is struggling to get up this hill. I might not be able to make that corner either. I may not have thought that through. Is this gonna work? It is not gonna work because I am going the wrong direction. To be able to dump this. Am I gonna be able to turn around? I designed this around the loader, so I don't... Because I designed this around the loader because I was digging out this area here, and making like a ledge. I don't know what the correct digging, mining technical term is for it, but I mean, okay. So, proof of concept is successful. It is working. That is great. And then it's just... wow. And this is just going out, going through, and then going back in again. Now, is this getting full? No, it's not hitting this either. So this is only affecting this one. So I'd have to duplicate this process over here for it to work successfully. And I don't think it's going over to here, but... And now let's test it out. I drive up. I wait. It fills up. It takes a while, but I mean, it's still... Oh yeah, because it's a one-time speed. I wonder if I should invest in a higher one then. I mean, if the goal is to not... If the goal is to spend more time digging, what I can do is just have it being sitting here and then... Oh, that's not... I didn't cut that enough. And I definitely need to dig out this corner a lot. Oh, now, and now I'm stuck. Aren't I? I think what I might do is that. And then instead of this. Nope, that's not enough. I didn't cut it soon enough. Alright, well, it's fine. And then back up here. And then... And then dump. And then... yes, I do know how to drive. I just don't know how to drive particularly well. And at the very least, what I can do is empty out this, because this is going to end up getting me... Oh, where am I? Oh, oh, I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Because this lets me get all the dirt that I'm digging and all the materials that I'm digging out from there, and lets me run over to here, and have it be processed over here. So I should be getting, yeah, see, I'm getting tons of stuff here. Although, actually that might be leftovers from before. When I was digging out all of here, because I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. So I could actually sell all of this. Sure. I mean, I'm gonna get more when I'm by pulling that stuff from over there, but I mean, yeah. I'm just control clicking on this, and it lets you sell. Look at that. And that's over full. Alright, let's get this over there. Hopefully I can make the turn correctly. Nope, I'm going too fast. Okay. But at the very least, with the amount of digging that I was doing over there, that was a lot of material that I ended up having, so it's kind of nice to have at least somewhat of a system in place. Worst case scenario is I can manually put them from the one double hopper into the other double hopper, but what I'd like to be able to do is actually do this proper and have both of them working. But at the very least, if I can get the one side working, if I gain enough money from that I am completely stuck again, which I mean, I've got the money left over from all of that, so that for all the digging that I ended up doing before on that, but I want to use that money to finish building the factory, and I need to dig that out first, so I'm gonna have to get some way of continuing to use this temporary setup with the existing one that I've got. At least a temporary setup for all of this, and then work from there. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just sell the stuff that I get from this in order to finish off the other set of hoppers so that I can clear out that stuff. And then if I dig all of this out, and then I can start working on the regular factory. All right. Oh, it is struggling. Okay. Now, where do I need to cut this? Right there? Yeah, right about there. I still need to maneuver a little bit for this, but that's good there. I think, maybe. Yeah, so proof of concept works. I'll get a few more loads going here until I can empty out that completely, because I may have to, in putting the other one in, I may have to retool some of the electrical and the machine. And what I may do as well is I wasn't going to do more than a one-time power on the production factory. Oh, I'm already running out. Oh, that's cool. So I've already cleared it out. Yeah, so the hopper's now clear. Perfect. So that's that hopper taken care of. And yeah, I was thinking, since I seem to have a lot more money than I thought I did, I'll use that to and upgrade the power production on it so that they run faster. And then that way it won't take as long for it to fill up the truck. Okay. And I'm stuck again. Alright. So now I just have to duplicate this process over here, which I don't know how I'm going to do that. Let's sell some stuff first. So we'll sell this lithium. Yeah, it's stuff that I got from the other digging, but the steel and the other materials are going to be worth more, so and I think that this is a good investment. All right, well, I'm going to change this and that. And I'm going to change it to this one. So I'm going to do change the merger there and there. So I'm going to do merger here, right there. And oh, and I'm gonna change it out the power speed thingy. So let's sell this. and then see what's the most reasonable one, because the 10 times speed would be awesome. What have I got in the temporary factory here? I only have a 1 speed on this. Oh. Okay. So okay. Um, I'm only going with a 1 speed on that one, so that is interesting. I guess the 5 speed would be probably the best of both worlds. It's not as expensive as a 10 speed, because if I ended up replacing, because the higher the speed, the more power it ends up generating or needing, because this on its own um without any additional um machines on it is going to take 600 kilowatts just on its own, which means that depending on all the other material and machinery, like that was, so this one here only takes 100 kilowatts on its own. So 800 kilowatts that I was, oh, excuse me, sorry, the 800 kilowatts that I was using for that entire thing, on 100 kilowatts of that was just for this, which means that the entire setup is using 700 kilowatts. Going to this, which I don't know if it also multiplies the, I don't know if this also multiplies how much power it takes for the entire machine, but this is 300 kilowatts just on its own, so it's an additional 200, meaning that if this, like this power efficiency is going to end up increasing the overall speed of how far it's going to go through, but at the very least I'm going to need an additional 200, so the new setup's going to take 1,000 kilowatts, not just 800 for each one. So I think that that's probably the best, because going to 10 speed, yes, it's double the speed, but it's also double the initial power that I actually need to actually just to run it. So I mean, next question is, how do I power it? Will that cable reach? It will not. So I wonder if I put another light over here and then I can just, wonder if it'll reach over to there. Is the light in the power? Yeah, mounted light. Just barely. So that works. That was 1,800 kilowatts, I believe. So theoretically, yeah, see, now I'm at 1066. So yeah, it doesn't look like it adds additional power overall, but the initial input is higher. So I would have need to like it would have added an extra 300, so my total would have been 1300 kilowatt, 1366 kilowatts. So yeah, it's better to do it this way. Okay, so that's that. So now I need to branch off of these guys here and then be able to loop back on this. And I don't think I can work backwards to set this up. Do I extend it this way? I mean, I'm gonna have to dig. I need to be able to access this to be able to dig all of this out. So am I gonna need the space around here as well? Don't know. Well, I don't want to spend too much time on this. I've already proved the proof of concept on this, so I think I'm gonna end up leaving this for now, and I will finish this off maybe off camera or in the next video, and then just keep moving on to something else, because like this is working. This is obviously working, so I'm just gonna leave it at that and call this video here. So if you liked the video, hit like. If you didn't like it, hit dislike. And if you want to see more, subscribe to the channel and keep up to date on any new videos that I release. But until next time, I'll see you later. Bye.